The Russian army has the city of Kulm surrounded here in this great 4v4 NTW3 battlefield today as the French, Poles and Danes unite together to try and hold this city for the Imperial armies. What's up guys, and welcome back. We're here with another NTW3 battlefield today, and as I said, this is a great 4v4 and I'm told a bloody and brutal one. And it seems like we have a Russian guard army, I would have said here, looking at the flags and uniforms. That's setting up to face the Poles currently. And all the way over on the other side already, we have a little bit of engagement I can see going on here. It looks like we have some French dragoons going against the Swiss dragoons, to be precise, going against some Russian dragoons, and incoming into the back there, some chasseurs cheval flying on in as they try and deal with these Russian dragoons, and they look like they're going to rout them once and for all. But yes, we are playing here with some corps. Some 1812 corps, I believe. So we have Udinot here. He is facing off against one of the Russian armies. I'm not entirely sure what corps this is. I'm going to be unaware of that throughout the entire battle as to whose corps they are. But we also have Davout somewhat over here as well. I've seen, yeah, Davout is the other French army over here. We also have Ewald, which is I presume, an 1812 Danish corps. I don't know if there were actually any Danes invading Russia. I don't think they did. I think they were mainly just garrisoning Germany. But yeah, we have some Danes here anyway in this Kulm battle, and they have Poniatowski here representing the Poles, who were obviously very much involved in the invasion of Russia. And they already engaged over here with their line infantry, and they're going up against the guards of Russia, it would seem. Yes, 4 Russian armies here today. Who do you think is going to win, guys? Let me know in the chat. Do you think it's going to be Russia, or do you think it's going to be the Imperial French of Napoleon? Let me know who you think. I don't know who I've got my money on. I mean, the Russians have the guards here. That's always a good sign. But I mean, the French have also brought some pretty good corps in Davout and Udinot. Some really good corps there. So it'll be interesting to see. Yes, if you're enjoying seeing like some NTW3 content and you want to see more, then feel free to leave a like, subscribe to me on here, and a comment to show your support. As always, guys, it's very much appreciated. But yeah, already more battling going on. This is for, I don't know, this is for some random village out here called Priest, or maybe it's just called Priest. I don't know. I don't think it's called Priest. It's spelled like Priest. The Russians battling on out here. Still fighting on. Yeah, a massive line battle going on, really. I mean, to be honest, like, Poland right now is very much outgunned. He's just facing the Russian, like, guard army with a couple of, like, skirmishers in the line unit. We have cavalry coming up here, some Uhlans coming up, and Strelki. So that'll be interesting to see what they do. I mean, they should maybe flank in. Russians probably can form a square, though. I'm guessing that's what they're turning for. It also seems like we now have a bit of engagement down at Russian Cav. They've gone in against the Danes. The Danes have formed square over here. It seems like the Danes brought an incredibly small army, by the way. So Davout is sending over, oh no, Udinot, sorry, is sending over some line infantry support there, which is not a bad idea. But yes, we've had some Russians fighting it, like some Russian dragoons charging it. I guess that kind of makes up. I mean, I don't know how big it is, but I would imagine the Russian guard army can't be that big. We have, as you see here, Polish cav going in. They're trying to rout the Russian guard here. I don't know if they'll do it. I mean, no, they're going to get routed themselves. I am at least presuming it's Russian guard. These guys look like incredibly good uniforms to be like Russian line infantry. Yeah, they're definitely guard units. What have we got over here? We've got a cuirassy unit. This could be with either army, to be honest. We've got looks like some hussars or something there. The Russians, they're ready to go. They're ready to retake. Well, it's actually Kulm. Kulm's not even in Russia. It's in Germany, so I don't know what I was thinking there, but it seems as though they are ready to maybe claim some land for themselves. So they're thinking, you know what, we'll just occupy some land. Got Grenadiers of the line here. These guys are awesome. They really are. Very good-looking unit, in my opinion. Yeah, Davout here has got a brutal fight up against him. He's got a lot of line infantry to engage. He's got to fight for this town. I mean, I think he's got the numbers to do it. Davout can usually field large amounts of men. So have to see what he does there. Udinot looks like he's in a massive firefight now as well on his side. You also see some cuirassiers, which is always good to see. Good to see them arriving. We've got lots of grenadiers here. We've got Swiss ones. We've got French ones. This is an assault column here. This is a 200-man unit. I'm hearing more charging. We have Russians charging against French chasseurs here, and it looks like the French chasseurs are more than happy to oblige and returning the charge. starting to see Russians maybe pouring in infantry. I don't know. It looks like the Russian dragoons might lose that one. Winning slightly of the French, yeah. There's some Voltigeurs Suisse there as well. They are on the flank, trying to just harass the French. But it looks like, yeah, even though the French are going to win this cavalry fight by the looks of it, as soon as the Russians just fire one volley, this cavalry may just break. Yeah, there you go, firefight. Oh, general already been killed. Oh my gosh, I didn't see this. The Chasseur Cheval in the back has just sniped a general. Really well done there by the Chasseur Cheval. Really, really nice. So that's going to put this Russian army at a disadvantage. These glorious grenadiers here, battling away, having a rough old time of it. And now they have no general to lead them. What a sad sight. But yeah, chaos everywhere right now. There's so much chaos. This side's not the quietest at the moment where the Danes are. But yeah, still lots of action going in all over the place. I mean, actually, at least probably now going on over here. The Russian line, like guards, though, are still strafing these Polish lines. And we also have Russian cav. I didn't even realize this is Russian cav back here. I thought this was Polish cav. No, we have Russian cav back here, and they are destroying Polish artillery. Well, they've also killed. Oh, they routed Poniatowski. I don't think they killed him, but they routed him. There's some sappers back here as well that like getting harassed. Russian cav's finally broken. But what a loss. We have Polish cav as well flying on into the flank of the Russians here. I mean, they've been broken. It's no surprise there. I'm surprised the Poles didn't bring more cav, to be honest. It's a really bold move. Russians as well charging into the village here. Into Priest, and it looks like it actually might be the French doing the charging. Because the Russians forever held this street here. There's so much action going on. Such a bloody fight just for the streets of this random town. Yeah, Russia's the best in the business at combat though, so France is going to have his work cut out there, fighting for the streets that way. But yeah, we have plenty of Russians now appearing on this side. Plenty of cav as well. Lots of dragoons. But yeah, I want to go and have a look and see how Oudinot's doing right now. Oudinot looks like he is going to mop up the Russians on this flank, really. I mean, with the loss of that general, these Swiss dragoons going in, harassing the Russians. It seems like, I don't know, this flank's being turned very quickly. The one over here with no cav to really, like, threaten this flank means it's just going to come down to a firefight, which Russia is going to struggle in. Yeah, these grenadiers having a rough time. Form up, boys! Form up! Prepare to fire! For the Tsar! For the Tsar! But here we go. We got the Cuirassiers charging through. They're going to try and rout these Russians. In comes the heavy cav. Crashing into these Russians, breaking them instantly. And then in goes what we got here. We got I don't know what we've got going in here. This is just a line infantry. Just routed some grenadiers, so that's a real concern. I mean, that's just the Russian right, gone, and center starting to crumble as well. Russians going on this side. This is not a good sign here for the Russians. They're going to need to have some gains on the far side. We will return quickly, though. Let's just have a look, see if they made any sort of gain against Poland. No, Poland's actually on the advance. Here we go. Bring up the Polish grenadiers. Poland as well is in the same situation as that Russian army who just left. That he has no general. Or at least he routed. He didn't break. I don't know if Poniatowski will return. It seems like they have a little bit of a flank here to the Poles. We have Russian cav trying to get in behind. We have squares being formed up though by the French. Seems like the French, with great losses though, have scared the Russians out of this village. That's big. That's actually very, very useful. So, I mean, can the Russians on this side maybe threaten the Poles? Don't know. We're about to see Russian infantry charge guns here. This is brave. Oh, that's nasty.
Our men are running, sir.
And here in go the Russians on the Danish artillery. I think the Danish artillery might prevail, but I don't know. The Russians do break and the Danes hold. Just about. Now we have Russian cav flying on into the Danish skirmishers, breaking them probably very easily. Yeah, they're going. Oh, and the Danish cav's now engaged back here, so we've got some light dragoons going in against dragoons. I don't know if these guys are going to be strong enough. And we also have, that's a hussar unit going in here. So much chaos, and that's breaking the Danish left. And to be fair, the Danes are now running for their lives. They are being abandoned. Don't forget your general. Don't forget Ewald himself. But to be honest, the Russians have a straight line for Kulm if they want it. They have a chance. I mean, Udino over here has sent some troops over to support, and looks like he's going to be retreating along with Ewald. Yeah, Udino over here is mopping up the Russians. Really is. There's only, what, 5 units left. They still have their cuirasses in good order. They still have these dragoons as well, these Swiss dragoons, which are a tiny unit to start with. They've done so well. Done a really good job. These Russians, just without their general, having a rough time. I just think this Russian army over here did not bring like enough cavalry. I think I've seen like, what, 2 units? I don't think it's enough. Russians are having a rough time. They're probably thinking we should have stayed in Moscow. The dragoons routing another Russian line infantry unit. Just persistent. I mean, if I was Udino, I'd be sending back like this whole portion of my army now. I'd be sending it back over here to maybe assist with the Danes. You could march down this long road here and go and support the Danes. The Danes are forming the square, which is smart. With the grenadiers, they're forming it, and then you can see they're forming square here as well. The French against the Hussars dragoons. So yeah, they do need to be careful, and you can see over here as well, the Poles are in disarray. This is not a good sign. Chasseurs being routed as well by the French, as the cuirassiers here help rout the Poles, and the Poles really need to retreat as well back to Kulm. It seems as though they need to just retreat all the way to Kulm, even though like Davout over here is doing a really good job. He doesn't want to get out-positioned. He doesn't want to get isolated. He needs to think about retreating. What else we got over here? We've got lots more dragoons. So many dragoons being brought. Russian cavalry is numerous, that is for sure. And I mean, the Russian line infantry as well is starting to rally back in this tree line here and preparing for another assault. So Davout certainly needs to think about retreating.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
Where are the men? Oh, the men are fatigued all the way over here. Yeah, okay, these Swiss dragoons still going in. Still trying to rout things. Are they winning? They are winning decisively. Jeez. And then we're going to have a charge here as well by a line infantry unit. In they go, charging the rear of this Russian unit. That's not a good sign.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
But yeah, I mean, the final few units, I mean, this one's going to form square, probably finally rout this Swiss dragoon. Finally, it's down to 7 men, still not even thinking about routing. There he goes, finally gone. But yeah, this Russian army over here is now finally mopped up. And I would start to think that Udino will be sending troops back towards, I mean, his other troops over here are in real trouble. He must be aware of, like, the desperate situation the Danes and the Poles are in. For sure, and you can see Davout is also leaving this village, so he has valiantly defended Prieston, that's what it's called, Prieston. But he's now having to retreat on the road towards Kulm. And the Russians are in hot pursuit, that is for sure. The Poles are actually sitting for firing line here. They're going to try to make a defense here. It's not a bad idea. Slow them down a little bit. I mean, the Poles are one of my favorite looking factions. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. It's look really cool. The Grenadiers, I'm not a big fan of them. They're apparently not that great either. But yeah, I mean, the Poles just look awesome. This is annoying because their infantry sucks. But their cavalry is exceptionally good. And I'm surprised they didn't bring more of it. But I guess they thought maybe with like Denmark here as well with a small corps, they thought that the Poles had to pick up the pace and bring a large corps of infantry. Which I guess they might have needed to. But I mean, Davout and Udino as well have large corps, to be fair, typically. You can see they're in full retreat. I mean, it looks like Poland might just get smashed here by the guards. They're just like ripping through them. This is a perfect matchup, really, for these elite Russians. But there actually is a little Russian cavalry as well in here. I've just seen. This is just harassing units. I mean, if it could maybe try and go for these French guns here. This is 8-pounder just sat here. Oh, Russian cav rushing on this side, trying to slow down Davout. And the dragoons have been routed. These guys have not managed to form square in time, though. They have been spared as the dragoons run for their lives. And they've actually broken. They may return, though. They look pretty healthy. The Danes now also trying to engage over here. Got their line infantry set up. What's the point here? They got the... I'm trying to find these really cool grenadiers. I mean, if you saw the Battle of Sehested or where, then you saw that these guys in it. I just loved like the light blue sort of look they got to them. It looks awesome. They're charging. Russian dragoons in the back line. Oh, they're gonna go for Davout. Davout is in real trouble, as is the French general here. Yeah, the Danish general. Sorry. Yeah, Davout is very much in danger, as is his artillery piece. These guys just getting in behind Davout. Looks like he's gonna get caught. And there you go. Davout stopped suddenly, and he gets charged. And maybe curtains for him. And morale is dropping, and he breaks. I mean, the dragoons have just run into a bunch of light infantry and stuff down here of the French. But it's no matter. Yeah, the Carabiniers here as well going in. No matter. I think these dragoons have done their job. They've killed Davout. This is such a sad sight. A fairly healthy corps has lost its general. And that is going to be costly. Oudinot now is like, I think, the only general alive. Oh no, the Danish one's still alive as well. Can't forget Ewald. He's chilling down here. The Russian lines push forward. This Russian army's had a lot more joy. It's just, I mean, in fairness, it's not fought a very large army. It's fought a very small Danish and a bit of a French army. And it seems at the moment the Danes are not up to the task of dueling with this Russian line. These Grenadiers, though, I think are one of the better units. Glorious volleys from the Danish. I'm getting more battling going on over here. Oh, there was another Russian charge by cavalry. Those Hussars charging a square. Interesting, but as you can see, I mean, Davout, I don't know where is he going. I don't know. Maybe just retreat to the actual village. He did a very good job of defending the village. I guess he's trying to sort of form a line. They're going to try and form like a bit of an L shape, as you can see here. With the red, that is the French, forming sort of an L. Oudinot on the other side needs to get a move on. He needs to shuffle. Quick march. Get on that road and get marching back down towards the French. There are actually some Russian units here as well. I'm not quite sure where they've appeared from. Maybe they were part of the Russian army that he was dueling with, but they are actually kind of between Oudinot and his like allies. They could maybe get into these buildings and try and like make themselves a problem. Danes being broken. Lots of Danes being broken. This is not a good sign. The Danes are down to like a couple of... They're down to this Grenadier unit and another unit. They're not having a good time. And their general, of course. Like I said, can't forget Ewald. We've got Davout finally turning and making a stand. He is now facing the Russian guard. But it's going to be a tough one for him to take on as well. Now he has no general. It's going to be a tough one for him to even try and take these guys on. Davout's on the retreat. Well, actually, this unit's breaking. That's not a good sign at all. Russian guard. Oh boy, I often see these guys get trashed. Today they're having a glorious fight. Keep marching forward, boys. Yeah, I mean, they just routed a lot of Davout's troops there. A lot of like line infantry just being broken. And now just a retreat onto Kulm. It's going to be the hope that Oudinot gets over here with his troops and try and save the day. Cuirassiers coming. I mean, Oudinot is all the way back there. He needs to be careful. There's actually some Russian troops still alive. These guys have they've come back from the dead. This army, which looked like it was finished, is not quite done yet. They're like, we're not... Come back, finish us. we're not dead. The Russians are, and the French are like, no, we've got bigger problems. Don't care about you. What they occupied? Oh, they've occupied this building over here. What they put in? Just some random light infantry. They're actually charging the Russian lines here. Bold move. I mean, the Danish grenadiers might as well charge in. They're the ones that probably got the purpose of going in. They actually look like they might break the Russian line here with their grenadiers. They are charging the Russian light infantry. They broke through. Can they go on to the next one? I don't know. The Russians are going to charge in and counter-charge the Danes. I don't know. Doesn't look like they're going to win that one, though. Danes is throwing everything in now. They're just like, screw it, we're going in. Going out with a blaze of glory. The French are being pushed back on Kulm, like, relentlessly right now. Davout, I don't know where he's really going with these troops out here. He needs to just keep them inside the city. Just try and, like, fight house to house fighting. That's what they need to do. Try and beat these Russians. One thing I haven't seen any of, but I'm sure there is plenty of it,
has fallen to the enemy.
Is Russian artillery. I've not seen any of it. Got a building being taken over here by some Russians. So I think they hold one part of Kulm, and then the French hold the other half, technically. Here comes Udina. He's coming back down the road. He's got some pretty nasty calves, some cuirassiers, which are still relatively healthy. Yeah, 95 out of 140. Very healthy. There are still some cuirassiers as well for the Russians, I believe. The French fighting on. Burning building behind them. The Russians are actually pushing in. They're going into the building by the looks of it. They're going to try and kick the French out. Like I said, there is some Laguerre in there. They're going in the far door as well. Absolute chaos. Kill them all. Oh, and the French charge down here. That doesn't look like a win. But yeah, I'm sure there is Russian artillery. I've just not seen any of it. Oh, here we go. First Russian artillery I think I've seen. Horse artillery being sent up.
This
and we got
building has fallen to the enemy.
A random little Polish unit rejoined, and they're just like, please leave us there. I mean, they formed square. They actually might survive that fight. Building lost. Oh, that must mean that, yep, they took the building here in Kulm. French actually getting pushed back really, really quickly. Udinot needs to get a move on and just support his ally. Setting up a firing line here. I think he's going to try and take this building. But, yeah, it's... I mean, to be honest, right now, Davout is just getting vaporized. He's just getting pushed back bit by bit. Here we go. Udinot's going to push forward with his line of infantry. He just can't afford to lose his general now. They're fighting on. I mean, to be fair, this is where the French want them. They want to fight them in a line battle. They'll win the line battle. They just don't want to get in a melee with these guys. We'll go over here. It's a tiny little Swiss sapper unit. Send these boys in their orange uniforms. Oh, they're shooting. I mean, send the sappers into this building. They might take it. They're the sort of guys that would take that building. I don't know if there are even Russians in there. No, I mean, there might be. Yeah, I know there definitely is. There's gunshots coming off the walls. Yeah, the Russians don't really want this fight. Also, the Russians 100% are just shooting the back of their own men right now. Like, these guys have been firing. They're shooting the back of their own... I mean, that is a very Russian thing to do, I guess. No step back and all that. Just shoot your men. Sappers down here. French sappers fighting. Against some line infantry. Still a long stream of French coming in. Actually, a lot of these Udinots. Where is Udinot taking his troops, and why are they all in long columns? I presume these are all rallied troops. They've just returned. Still got Ewald here as well. Davout seems like he's stretching out over here, as along with a bit of Udinot. He's going to try and take on the Russian guards, but I mean, they are relentless, these guys.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest awhile.
A lot of fatigued men, clearly, and we're seeing a big cavalry build up here. Look at this. Line after line of dragoons. And the Poles still in the back line, still harassing. I love it. The cuirassiers as well, still trying to like break through this square. Actually, they might do now. They're low on morale. They're losing slightly. Oh, I don't know. You never know. Oh, they broke the cuirassiers. There you go. The sappers, after having initial success breaking through that street, have been forced back. The French, yeah, I mean, they're doing their best. It's line battle. It says they're winning slightly, but who knows? And if they're winning in this area, it doesn't mean they're necessarily winning everywhere. I certainly don't think they're winning in the northern parts of Kulm up against the guard. I can hear cavalry charging. Oh, we have cavalry flanking all the way out here, and we have the cuirassiers going in as well, charging to a body of water by the looks of it. Charged in. They may rout these Russian infantry, but they also got to take on Russian goons. Who knows? I mean, if there's anyone you want to try and do this job, it is the cuirassiers, to be fair. Winning slightly. The French out here have been routed as well, chasseurs, but they did manage to rout those dragoons, so that is no longer a threat. You see, they are trying to retreat. They don't want to be engaged with these cuirassiers, and the cuirassiers are going to chase. They probably should, and you see the French moving forward once again. Oudinot is still trying to do his best. He's trying to make some sort of victory out of this. But on his northern flank, you can see troops here being broken. This is Oudinot's troops busy fighting down in the south. He's not looking at what's going on in the north, and he's been broken by a huge dragoon charge from Russia. And now comes forward the guard, and that's what, like 5, 6, 7 units breaking there. That might be the final stone in the coffin for the French. I mean, they've got a few units here of Davout that's returned, and Oudinot's got some troops here as well. They look like they're fighting another random Russian army. Is this the one that Oudinot was originally fighting? I wonder, and they've like, these are rallied troops? I have no idea.
The men of
The Carabiniers fighting down here as well. These are like really elite light infantry unit. They've managed to win their fight. We've got some more cuirassiers here as well for the Russians. Ever a threat. But it seems as though that the French have managed to see off the Russians on this flank. Look at that. It's now just this mere building to take. I mean, I don't know where they're going to send in there, but I mean, they need to send something in. Maybe the sapper, if they have it. Yeah, the Swiss sappers, send them in. They might be able to take it. Or Swiss sappers along with some more infantry. Who knows? Got Swiss infantry over here fighting alongside their French brethren. Fighting the guards of Russia. I don't know that they're doing too great. Looks like the guards are winning that fight. Yeah, the French being broken here. Stabbed to death by the bayonets of the guard. Yeah, I mean, this is not a good sign. The guards pushing on for this this church here, and they're in behind. And Oudinot is, even though he's having great success over on this side, the greater scale of the battle is being lost over here. You may need to turn and face the guard, try and deal with them. If you can like land a really nasty blow on the guard and send them reeling off, maybe he can turn this battle around. But he needs to defeat this guard quickly. I mean, the rest of the Russians are no match, I think, to his corps, but the guard might be. We'll see. French coming in over here. So moving on line infantry, he's going to charge the bayonet. Fighting the Russians though in bayonet fight is not a good idea, especially with his guard units. There you go, being broken. Looks like he's going to try and get his troops out of the village. He's been chased out though. I like how the Danish general, by the way, is still alive. He's just, you know, doing his bit, influencing the battle as he can. Oudinot's like, Ewald, take command of the cuirassiers. Bring me victory. Actually, to be fair, I don't know if I'd want a Dane in charge of my heavy cav. Here we go. A big long line of Russians made of guard and also just basic line of control. They're all just going into combat with random breaking troops. I love it. Cutting down the French. Like, no mercy. Kill them all. We've got silent muskets now, which is a shame. We also have now got more infantry in here fighting in the streets. France won't win this one. He's getting shot on the flank as he's fighting this fight. And he's been broken there. See more line infantry being broken in the front line. I imagine there is Russians back here somewhere. They would have routed and returned, I imagine. Actually did rout this gun over here as well. Look at that. Prepare to fight to the death. The Russians are coming.
Our men are running, sir.
Yeah, plenty of men just breaking now. I mean, it's not helping that there's a lot of infantry breaking, like, around Oudinot's current troops. The French are going to charge. This is a brave. Oh, good shot right in the face as they come in. Yeah, it's brave by Oudinot to even try this. He's not even got, like, he's just basic line infantry. It's not like it's like grenadiers or guardsmen or something like that trying to challenge the French guard. Oh, well, I like this position set up by the Russians here. Like behind this little wall. I don't know if I think they do get like a bit of a missile block, but I don't know. But yeah, that's a pretty nice little position they have there. And you see now the Russians just descending on the French. You can see a mass rout here. In a moment, Oudinot is surrounded. He's like, men, fight, die for your country. The Emperor requires it. And the French are like, send me home, let me go home. I don't want to face angry Russians. And in they go. Flying on in. Oh my gosh, and so many men breaking. General, I think, has just been killed by Oudinot. We're also seeing the cavalry go in, but one last gasp charge. Cuirassiers is doing what they can. I know that Ewald's dead, so Oudinot is actually still alive in there somewhere. I think he's broken though. And there you go. It looked like the Russians were going to lose this one. Honestly, did. They lost an entire army so quickly, and then like all of a sudden they just turned it around. I think it was the Poles and the Danes, just the lack of troops that they had, quality troops. Also the matchup. I think if Oudinot was maybe facing like a fresh Oudinot was facing the Guard, maybe he could have done it. And then maybe like the Poles have been from the Russian armies, but it's hard to say. I certainly think two Poles and like the Poles and the Danes like together. Not a good idea. Maybe just one non-French army, they would have had a chance. I'm not sure. Or maybe the Danes could bring more infantry. It's hard to say. But yeah, there you go. So this is this final unit of line infantry here from Davout that just needs to be broken. Can form square. So it can be stopped by this cav. Doesn't look like it's going to be interested. It's just going to charge flying on in. Oh no, it forms square there. Why? Why there? Fair enough, though. I mean, I think they'll rout anyway. The army losses, I think, and just like also just getting gunned down by Russians like that. Then they might just riot. And there you go. That is the battle, and it seems as though the French have been defeated at Kulm, and Russia is gonna take the town for itself. But there you go, guys. That is today's battle. I hope you guys did enjoy. This one was sent in by. I believe it was sent in by the Grand Union of Onions, who was playing against Oudinot. I do apologize if I got that wrong, if it was sent in by someone else, but I believe it was sent in by the Grand Union. But yeah, so we'll, I mean, he did really well, 1,700 kills. Davout only getting 1,000. I mean, with the amount of troops he had, I'm surprised. Oudinot had a huge army, nearly 3k men. Yeah, the Danes didn't even have 1,000. Poniatowski had 1,700, but yeah, like, did very little damage. Both these armies, like, killing nothing. But well done to level 1 Hog Rider, to Metzen, Gerstein, and to B Square, and to Greasy, who are all playing as Russian corps. You've got Tuchkov, Dutarov, Konstantin, and Tomasov. who are all being represented here today. So yeah, well done to them. I mean, B Squad getting the most, getting 2k kills. Really well done to him. And taking the least losses as well. Jeez, well done with Constantine. That was really well done. I think that's with the guard. Constantine has the guard. So yeah, really good kills there. But yeah, this is Zudinord's army here. With the cuirasses getting 301 kills. Dragoons getting 138. And yeah, the cavalry doing really well. Chasseurs 121. And line infantry 114. But there you go, guys. That is today's battle. I hope you guys did enjoy. Do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're on here, and a comment to show your support. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.